Hi everyone, it's Wanda with the Armchair Cat Advocate, and I thought I would do a quick little video tonight. Wasn't planning on doing anything today, but I have a couple little updates here. So, I went for Easter Sunday. I went to my friend's house today, and that's where I was for pretty much all day. Got back around 8 o'clock. And I had gotten a text earlier, well, actually last night, and I got a text from Carol from Feline Solutions, and she said Maleficent can go in tomorrow to get spayed. So I contacted Kayla and said, hey, can you get her? And, because she said she would transport her. And she said, yeah. She said, well, we're doing Easter stuff today too. It'll be later tonight. Not a problem. So I just got, and she also said, oh, we're also going to bring back the one cat, the tabby cat with the fluffy tail. Apparently he did not do well in a captive environment. He was very agitated. He clawed Brian up, who is Kayla's husband, and clawed him up a couple of times. Was just not at all happy. And, sometimes that's the thing with TNR is you have to look at it. Not all the cats are going to be good candidates for adoption and to be inside. Like Chaplin, he can be handled. But even he's kind of, tonight he was growling at me, hissing at me. But I think also he probably smelled the cats from me. He's not really keen on having other cats around him. I'm not really sure what that's about. If he just wasn't socialized with other cats, or from being on the streets and struggling for other resources and seeing any cat now as a competitor for those resources. He's very happy when the food comes out. His ears prick up. He's happy as a clam when I put food in his crate. But other times I'll open it and he'll hiss and growl at me. I find that when he lays down, and if I just approach him slowly and I just rub along his cheek, he's okay with that. He does growl a little bit and he vocalizes a little bit, but he's not overly aggressive. So I just do a couple quick little strokes, then let him alone. It's a process. We'll see how it goes. And I'm going to be talking to Kayla, because it's one of the things with TNR is you have to treat the animals ethically. Not every cat that's outside is going to be a good candidate to bring inside. And in fact, it's cruel to bring in a cat that has been outside, that is part of a colony, is, that's their family, that's their territory, their environment, and it's incredibly traumatic to rip them out of that and stick them somewhere, especially putting them in a home setting where suddenly it's like, okay, now you're going to be a domesticated cat, when they really aren't. So this particular cat that Brian brought back, he just was not adjusting. So, and there's no one that could even take him and try to work with him a little bit to see if it'd be a possibility for him to come in. So, the best choice right now is just putting him back out. He's neutered. He has a colony. He has someone that is a colony. He's me. I'm the colony manager. So he has someone that will provide his food and water, and I don't really have shelter for them because I'm in a rental situation. So that's kind of tricky, but we're working on a plan to provide shelter for more of these cats in this area. But right now, I'm kind of limited what I can do as far as shelter for them, but I at least can give them food and water and address any vet issues if I can get hands on them and get them to Kayla, that can be addressed. So I have a little, so I did film the little tabby getting released. He wasn't quite sure. He was in a carrier. He wasn't in a live trap. He was in a carrier, and he wasn't like going bonkers in the carrier. So I'm just kind of, it's really hard. It's just really, really hard with these cats, because there was a really good video from Hannah Shaw, the kitten lady, and she basically said that, there are people that will say, I had this feral cat and it took me 4 years, but I finally could pet him after 4 years. And her response to that was, that's not really taming them, that's Stockholm syndrome. The cat has learned that they rely on you for the food, and if they have to put up with a pet on the head or something, that's what they'll do to get their food. But it's not their preferred environment. So we want to avoid that. That's not ethical. We want to make sure that the cats that come in really are like Jack. A cat that is coming to your door, wanting to come in, a cat that is, rubbing against your legs, following you around, vocalizing for food. There are all kind of indications that a cat, not always, again, you have to put it in context, but probably the biggest one is if they're trying to come in to your home. That's a really, really clear sign that they were socialized and they did live in a home. But, there's other signs too. So you just have to look at each individual situation, look at it in context. Chaplin's calmed down. He's not screaming like he was before. And, now it's like, okay, is he calming down because he's just feeling better? He's starting to, the hormones are leveling out. The hormones are leveling out. He's not so anxious. He's adjusting to being in. Or is it that he's just kind of like, well, I'm just going to resign myself to being here. I'm not happy about it, but I'm going to resign myself to being here. I'm not sure. So, I may have a discussion with Kayla about that too. And because she seems to think he'll be adoptable with some time, but I don't know. He's just, I'll show him to you. Let me see. Hey, Chaplin. Hey. Yeah, see? And again, a lot of that is fear. Yeah, I know, bud. Yeah, a lot of that is he's still in a strange environment, and he is a bit fearful. But he doesn't show any kind of aggression, like he doesn't strike out, he doesn't try to attack or anything like that. It's just more hissing and some growling, which is usually indicative of fear. So we'll see. We'll just keep working with him and see what happens. Worst case scenario, he'll just have to go back out. But we'll see what happens with him. But he's doing much better as far as the ringworm's looking better. He's eating really well. He's pooping and peeing well, really well. So he's not tearing up his, well, he's got that a little bunched up, but he's not tearing up his pee pads like he was. So we'll see. And the other thing that I saw tonight is I took food down to the colony, and when I did, there is a orange and white cat down there. This is a different one. It's not creamy. I thought it might have been creamy, but it's not creamsicle. And it's not the other one. There's another one too, but this is a different one. So I'm not sure. This one's marked different. So this is a different one. There's also a kind of brown and gray and white mixed. He's new or she's new. There also looks like there's a black one down there now, and I don't know if that's the one that Jack attacked the one night. And I'm also kind of wondering if that black cat is the male cat that the quote owners of the kittens and Nika had, and they just decided we're not doing cats anymore and just dumped him too, thinking that, well, I'll take care of it. I don't know. But the orange and white one looks to have, well, it doesn't look, he or she definitely has an injured leg. It looks like it might be broken to me. I don't know. I can't get really close enough. I was talking to him and trying to get him or her over to me, but he was just kind of sitting there and the leg was sort of like that. And then when he ran, the leg kind of flopped. So I'm not sure what to do with that. I said something to Brian and he said, well, you can see if they're friendly or not. I mean, if it has an injured leg, might be able to get that one. If I can get that one trapped, we might be able to get that one into the SPCA, into that program that Scar's in, and get that one treated. So long day. I come back and then it's like everything happens at once. So I think I'm going to leave it there. There's really not much more of an update. That's pretty much what we're working with right now. So the gray guy that came back, I will name that one now that one's going to be part of the colony, and we'll see if I can, because I think that one, I believe, I don't know if it was that one. There was a gray tabby that was letting me pet it. So I'm not sure if it was that one or not. So we'll see. But anyway, he's now neutered, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. And Kayla treated whatever issues he had, and now he's going back out. So, or he is back out. So at the end of this, there's a little 30-second video of him being released, which was really anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be much more exciting than it was, but anyway, you'll see it. And I'm going to end it there because I'm tired. I'm ready just to change into my jammies and get on my iced tea because it's hot. It's hot in this apartment. It's nice outside, but it just got so hot so fast, and it's warm in here. It was warm at my friend's house. So I'm going to fill up my cup of iced tea and sit down and probably fall asleep on the couch because I won't have Maleficent jumping on me tonight. And everybody's fed. I just fed everybody. I think everything's, I just have to clean the litter boxes yet. I have to do my last litter box cleanup for the night, and then I'm done. And I have some laundry that my friend let me do, so I have to put my bed together, and then I think I'm gonna go turn in early tonight because I'm pretty tired. So that's it, folks. I will add that little clip to the end here, and I will see you in the next one. So goodbye for meow. Ready? Here we go. Release. Part of TNR. Releasing cats that do not want to live inside. Come on. Come on, bud. You're going back. There you go. Yay. Well, that was anticlimactic, but thanks, Brian.
No problem.